need more stakeholders because I'm just asking. We have a discussion over roadmap today. Okay, let's start with intentions, distractions. I start with myself. I'm not distracted at all. And today it's the we're in the middle of the sprint, and this meeting just for grooming and we can have retrospective, but I also want to have a out of the box also look of what's or we doing right now and what we want to plan for the next sprints. I also invite Marco to join. It's very good to have his idea about the next sprints. And this is my intentions. I pass it to Lauren.
Hey, my intentions for that sounds great. My intentions for the call are just to stay in the loop about what's been happening so far this sprint, and if we're doing any kind of future planning stuff, just adding my ideas to it, and I'm gonna take some notes, and my distractions are nothing. That's all. I'll pass to Mohammed.
Hey guys, I have no distraction, and my intention is to getting updates because last week I was off, so I want to know how should we spend our time on Giveth and Giveth race and other stuff. So I will pass it to Ami.
Hello again. It's my third call in a row. Actually, I'm not much involved in the Giveth and Giveth race in last week's. So in this call, I don't know whether I can be helpful or not. In case you need me, it would be my pleasure to stay. Otherwise, I appreciate if you. If I can leave the call and focus on implementing the stuff I need. What? You're mute. You're mute, Money.
Sorry. Please stay. We need you. We have Marco today, and we want to take a look at our priorities. And I need your comments.
Thank you. Okay, I will stay. Yeah, I pass it to Ramin.
Hey guys, I'm here to see what's happening in the IO and what issues are up, and how can I help in this area. I don't have any distractions right now. I pass to
Who did you pass?
I pass to Mitch.
Thank you. Sorry, I was late joining. My focus for this call is to see where I can pick up some more issues on the board, and maybe just figure out a question on the impact graph. Actually, not really relevant for this call. And that's it for me. And I will give it to Mohammed. Have you gone yet? Okay, I'll give it to Marco.
Thanks, Mitch. Hi, everybody. We also got Mo here, our new designer. Welcome, Mo. So I just want to quickly introduce him here. So this is his first call. My intention is just to briefly share the designs that we got ready so far, and also to go through the list that Monique and I discussed today regarding the design priorities and development priorities, and potentially see how to move forward with that. And yeah, that's it from my end. No distractions right now other than mosquitoes somewhere. And I pass it over to Mo. Mo,
Say-
not me.
Sorry, which Mo?
Yeah, you, Mo. The other one is
By the
Mo.
way,
The other
I was
one.
actually trying to understand how things work in this store. Sorry. By the way, hello everyone. And yeah, I was a little bit late because I didn't know where I should join. Actually, I was in the drawing room, and a little update on my side. I'm going to. I was a little busy with another thing, and I'm going to work on the Giveth and actually working on some new components for the design systems. That's actually the update from my side. I don't know.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you, Mosaid. You know, my name is Monique, and you're Mosaid. Yeah, let's confirm this. There's no two Mo's here. You know, I'm just Monique.
Thanks for clarification.
Thank you. Welcome. I pass it on to Matto.
Too many Muhammads, right? I mean, yeah. For me, I want to sync up with everyone, talk about the roadmap, and see how we're going to be doing next sprints and how we're looking in the development. So yeah, Monique, if you want to start, I feel I was the last one, or Mia, have you gone?
I haven't gone, thanks. Yeah, my intention is just to sync up and stay up to date, and I hand it over to Ashley.
Hey guys, thanks Mia. Yeah, I'm here. My intention with the call is to just kind of get caught up. I've been a bit absent lately, so just kind of see where we're at and where we're going, and if there's anything that I can provide. And I'm not distracted at the moment, and I think that Donna just joined, so maybe I'll pass it to Donna.
Hi everyone. Well, I'm feeling good. I have no distractions. I'm focused. And my intention is to be synced and see what's going on with DApp. Yeah, that's it. Is there anyone left? Pass it on to?
Just Chris.
I can take it.
Okay.
I'm the last one? Great. Yeah, no major intentions, just here to watch the magic, and might be distracted a little bit by things going around me in this house, in the Giveth Hound. Pass it back to who's taking it, Monique?
Yeah, thank you all of you. You know, I'm very happy. You know, we're full house here. You know, new faces, and also we have Ashley again. Yeah. You know, this call is, you know, we're in the middle of the sprint. We don't have any demo right now or, you know, planning. We just want to discuss, you know, roadmap, groom about the issues, and, you know, make it more clear. And I want to take this advantage of, you know, having Marco here to take a look at our roadmap and what's our priority with him. And because of that, I shared the link in all the channel. Please open it. You know, I can share my screen to show you guys. Wow. Please go to this board. It's an easy read row. Sorry, I got disconnected. Let me share it again. You see my screen?
Yeah, I see your Discord.
Thumbs up if you see my screen. Waiting for it.
Hasn't loaded for me yet. Okay, now I see it.
To gather all of the epics that we have in this board, and I listed them. List them all. It's just for DApp. It's not for other projects. And for DApp, we can have token. Sorry, I think it's an echo. Then can I mute you? Can you hear me, guys? Okay. If you take a look at this, I sort these epics, and I want you to vote. You have just 3 votes on each project, on each epic. And what do you think it's the most important thing that we have to do it right now? One of them is token economy. We have lots of under development project that's we may have it give it a priority to have some integrations with our DApp. For example, give back integration or gardens or give drop. If for example, I can see from a project how many tokens of our give can I take after any donations. Informative things in my dashboard. We can take it. It's the big thing. It's just the epic. It's not very clear, but if you think it has a priority, you can vote it. Redesign IO projects, project details, donation, etc. All of these things that you think that have priority, we can vote it. Admin dashboard, I call it back office for IO. Stuff like listing, verification, deactivation, IO trace integration backend, or maybe front end. I just want to put a distinction between them, but I forgot to add front end too. But consider it as trace integration on both sides. Sorry, on both side backend and front end. And we have bridge stability that can be prioritized. IO security and monitoring I think is a tough thing that we have to take a look at if you want to launch give economy. It has more attention, so it's a thing that we have to take a look. Trace dashboard redesign or trace homepage campaign community, and all of this stuff. Trace redesign. User verification on both apps. We have lots of talks about using 3x4 ceramic for it. Fiat payments, multi-chain, and fund flow management on Trace. And for your information, we had a roadmap here. I can send the link to the dev channel too. We had this roadmap, but I think we have to take a look at it again. Because there are some similar things here, and especially for the token economy. But I ignored all of these token economy things because it's not a thing that can be planned here in our meeting. I just want to ask you, please, to vote on this epics that you think has the most priority for now. After that, we select them and talk about the user stories and features, and we see if we have any blockers or not. Thank you. I just want to as you see, if you want to remove your vote, you can, click on this cross sign.
How many can we
So
vote for?
if
As many as we want, or just one?
excuse me,
How many do you want us to vote for?
you just have 3 votes.
Just 3, okay.
If everyone went, please thumbs up.
I didn't vote yet. Please hold on a second.
Okay. And feel free if you want to add something. I forgot to say it. There is a plus at the top of the column. If you think we have an epic that we have to plan for it, and I appreciate if you take a look at our previous roadmap and that Google sheet that I sent to all dev channel. You can compare it, with this epics too. I think I mentioned all of these, items in that. But if you think there is a missing part, you can add it. Are we ready? Shall we? Marco, just give me a thumbs up and then we go.
Yeah, thumbs up. I voted.
Okay. So let's take a look at what we have. We have admin dashboard at top. Oh, sorry. We have admin dashboard top. Then we have token economy. After that, then we have redesign IO project. So, yeah, these trees are the most voted items. So about admin dashboard, I think we have an, I can, add user stories here. One of them is listing, unlisting. And one of them is, verification. Verification, what do you call it? Verification submitting or verification status changing. Active, inactive, view, view scores. Do you have something to add about the admin dashboard?
Should we consider like a God mode that you as an admin can modify anything that is needed? For example, as a support, I don't know. I felt that sometimes users encounter with some issues, and yeah, maybe there is something wrong, and we have to make action manually. So having that as an option could be a time saver in the future.
And do you think? I just want to make sure that I get it. Do you mean some kind of ticketing things for the user sides or the project manager sides? For example,
No.
I want to do this. Okay.
No, it's only that we as admins have the ability to change anything related to the projects. If we want to make support or something like that, it could be a time saver for some users. It's not the ideal flow, but we have been encountering sometimes with that need, and sometimes I have to go straight to the database. So if we cannot do it, that should be.
No, I name it reporting. For example, I want to see how much project, for example, the ballot address have, or maybe if some the most wanted queries from the support site, maybe we add it to this dashboard.
Okay, but that would be another
Go ahead.
analytics.
No, I'm not talking about analytics. Analytics is another thing. Reporting, for example, actually ask you, please run this query to show me how much, for example, project has been created during this time, for example, or how much project is related to one ballot address. I don't know, is the requirement serious requirements or not, but please feel free to add it if you want. You think that has more priority.
I wanted to ask, should we consider adding like a flagging mechanism so that people can flag projects as inappropriate, and it would pop up in the admin dashboard that these projects have flags on them?
That's a great one.
Maybe, we have it flagging or reporting, or I don't know. Okay, if it's done, let's move on to another epic about the token economy. In token economy, I have some ideas, but I'm not pretty sure or what are these ideas are, because I'm not a domain expert. But I assume that we can show. Let me write it.
Sorry, reporting I think is duplicate. Flagging reporting and only reporting.
No, this reporting means having a report system. Maybe you can run queries. In a simple interactive thing. Every report or every data that you need from the project, from the users or from the donations, you can go and, for example, select the table, get that report. But this flag reporting, has another issue that we have to implement it in the whole IO. Is a thing that users want to report a project for a fraud or for example, for anything bad, and we can view it on the dashboard that the users report this, for example, this project and how many times they report. Is it clear right now?
Okay, I got it.
Let's take a look at this token economy. I have an ideas, but I have some ideas, but I'm not sure about it. Please contribute adding user stories or features for this token economy thing. I just want to add a thing about for example, how many give is available for any, for example, donations. we have sort of issues for this. For example, if you take a look at this, there is as a giver, I want to know which projects are eligible for giveback token, for givebacks. For eligibility for givebacks, maybe we can name another issue.
So that's just verified projects, and I don't know, do we change verified to give and get back or something, or I don't know.
Give and get give. No.
I mean something like this. For example, how many percentage of your donation will be matched with gift token, or is there any limitation over any of the projects, or it's just not a badge. It has the more effects. For maybe. How much of them, for example, go to block or reserved? How much you can claim? Do we have to provide information on the profile section? Please help me.
For this one, I assume this would just pop up. I mean, this is up to Marco and the design crew, but I assume that would just pop up on the actual thing itself, right? On the actual screen when you go to someone's donation page. And I don't know that it would, and also on the donation page for the project if it's there. It's like telling them, hey, you're gonna get give back. The thing is, we don't know exactly what the percentage is until after the 2-week round. So you can just always say up to 75%. And then there's also some thought that needs to be put into 75%, but 90% of it is streaming and 10% is. So
yeah, regarding the streaming, I think they're going to find that out afterwards, like once they receive something, and then we have a separate page where we explain that on the Give economy. So I don't think we need to put everything on that while they're donating. Let them donate first, and then they will figure out and we will then inform them actually.
Should we tell them that they get 75% though if they only get 7.5% and then the rest is streaming?
Yeah, we should probably just say give back supply how I originally had it. Without any percentage or something, just give back supply, and then a question mark, what are give backs, and just brief quick information what give backs are, and that's basically it. And then on the donation page, we could probably have the same little line like give back supply, and by the way, they will have a Give economy link in the main menu. They will also be able to access the stuff from their account. So, there will be a lot of entry points for user to find out what givebacks are and how everything works. So I don't think we'd have to be go into too much details about the percentages and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
So as I add these 3 cards. On project list, we have to show a badge or something that, for example, after hovering your mouse or, maybe more information than a badge. On donation page, we may have some, changes. On profile section, when it goes to profile, we may add a link there, or we may add in the top right banner menu, we can add something there. And on the project page, project page, it's not a list. You open the project, and in that project, you may have some changes regarding to token economy services. And is it enough? Any more ideas? I want to make sure that.
It's a small thing. When we launch the token, we need to make sure it's default number 1 donation token on the donation options.
So, I assume there is no, kind of integration between gardens and dApps. Am I right?
Yeah, there's no integration needed for farming or gardens.
For farming, maybe I want to see my profile, how many tokens I have, how many, I have in reserved, how much reward I take from, for example, any of these things.
Yeah, but
ideas.
those are all part of the farming app. I don't think they need to be in the donation app. Do they?
I don't know. You're the stakeholder. I think when we talk about integration, we might think about these, but I'm not sure how to prioritize. Marco, do you have any more complementary suggestions?
No, not at this time.
You are on mute, Monique.
Sorry for that. And about the third item, redesign IO projects, project detail, and donation. So I think all of these are related to Marco. I can't create a user story right now for them. Maybe after the flow is completed, we can talk about it. But there are some, dependencies. For example, if you want to like a project that came from a trace, there are some, interactions needed for the backend of the trace or backend of the IO to have this information. And I just want to, for example, we have a subscribe concept on the trace, and maybe we want to add it to IO if we want to design it. Maybe they can subscribe to a project for further changes. I don't know. If you have something to add, please feel free to add it. Marco, I do need you for this epic. If it's clear for all, we can go ahead and plan for the rest.
One thing for me now, is what is a little bit confusing right here is that for me it seems like we have a lot of small pieces that we're working on. Add this thing here, or remove this here, or add this feature over there, and I'm not having a bigger picture of whether we're I don't know. Should we kind of have one piece of work that we're working on and updating? Because you mentioned something now this subscribing to something on Trace and IO and integrating these two things. But if I start working on that, I need to consider everything else that is on Giveth.io if it has any implications, right? And most of the time, this stuff has some implications with other things that we have on the site. And then it kind of doesn't make sense to me to work on that, because that is affecting something else that needs to be done and it has to be thought out. And then it seems to me that we're just adding features here and there without a clear connection between all of them. I don't know. That's just how it appears to me. So I'd rather want to take one thing that, for example, you mentioned here on the first column, admin dashboard, or the token economy, or redesign the IO and all that stuff, and then start from there and work on that piece.
Yeah.
And then if we have this thing subscribing, integration, these small little bits and pieces, we're going to take them into account. But at least we have one bigger picture of what we're working on. I'm not sure if I explained this well, but I hope I did.
I think I got it. Because everybody has just 3 votes. I just want to pick up these 3 most voted, and because we may have some blockers. For example, for this one, for example, 2 or 3 persons are enough. So we may consider the other epics, and we can do it parallelly. And because of that, I just want to talk about the items of this, all these three issues. But you're right, and we have to just start it, and after starting, we can talk about the features and give feedbacks and do it. It's not a big deal. But I got it. You're right. Is it clear for right now, or? Okay. Marco, I just want to make sure that you don't have any other objections on this process.
Process or what we're looking at right now that you shared?
My intention just we have three epics, and put in the roadmap and focus on them. It's my intentions, but if you think it's too much, we can just take one or two.
The red column, does that refer all to one admin dashboard?
These are related to admin dashboard. The one that I put token at the first, I will change the color to make it clear. These ones are for token that has modified.
What does that mean? Token on project list and token on donation? What does that mean?
These red ones are related to the admin dashboard. The purple ones was related to this epic. You just choose the most voted epics. First, admin dashboards. Second, token economy, and third, redesign. And we want to have one plan according to it. It's clear.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Token on project list. What was that?
According to your thing that we may have some, for example, badge and more information on a project list page on IO that is related to token economy services, token drop services, that is eligible for having token or how much information. Is it a badge? If the badge is enough, this is done because we have it right now. But if you want to more information provided on this list, we can add it right now.
Oh, you mean what we just discussed previously on givebacks?
Yeah.
Givebacks apply?
Yeah, the tool, I think like the little tooltips that pop up whenever you hover.
Yeah. And also on donation page, we may have, talk about the percentages, have more information, it's all related to the kind of integration between the services of that project and, what we have on the DApp.
Yeah, so that was the title of this card here wasn't just clear to me, so.
Yeah, sorry. I just jot it down, and I have to make it more clear. It's based on what you said and Griff said. I just listed it here.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So project list, donation, profile, project page, which is the single page for the project. Yeah. That is like I'm currently working on. Well, that falls into the redesign of the .io. So I'm kind of working on that, and I'm including all these little details and issues that we previously had and solving them with this new redesign, right? I'm addressing all the stuff that we previously somewhere captured either on GitHub or anywhere else. If I miss something, please scream, put a comment, I missed that part, we should include it. And so that's the process on the design side. I cannot, jump ahead and create just a small portion of that, page, just to put something there. I need to actually design the whole page, right, within the larger context of the whole .io. So
okay,
so it's a process. I can't do that in one sprint.
Very good. So I think we can conclude on a roadmap. If you have anything to add, please let me know. I may change this roadmap. We forget about the Giveth and IO integration at least after these items done, and also after the bridge stability. We have bridge stability here. It's supposed to end at the end of the October, but we have to push it forward. And if you have anything to add, please let me know. Else, I want to move to another agenda that we have.
Yeah, and also like we had a token economy, give economy actually, and like those designs are like 97% or 6% done. Section is design ready, review ready. Some of you already reviewed, left feedback. Mo is going to be working on some changes there. And I'm dishing praise to Lauren for helping with that and providing feedback as well. And so so this is like a big part. It is already done and it's totally not blocking anybody right now. So I think like you can jump ahead, go there, check it out, and start working on that.
Yeah.
While we continue redesigning the .io.
Yeah, Amin and Shirik are working on the token economy side, and it's not the topic of this meeting. In this meeting, we just talk about the DApp, and for DApp, we start implementing some features about the integration, and it definitely needs your design. But after reviewing and this, we rewrite our priorities here. We just start working on a dashboard. So do you think that we do need a design for the dashboard, or we can, for example, do it by ourselves because it's not a thing that's visible for everyone?
Yeah, definitely suggesting using a Bootstrap or something, whatever out of the box admin for that. We don't need any designs. There are many templates out there we could use. I'm sure guys have already something prepared, so just take something out of the box.
Very good. So we start dashboard for these weeks, and we after that we do need some designs for because we bring Mohammed and Ramin to the IO project, and we stop all of the things on the trace according to what the votes are, as you see. So we do need some designs on the side of the integrations between token economy and the dashboard, the project list, the view of the each project, and also donation page. And I'm here fully if you want to go forward with me, or for example for Mosaidi. We just after the designs are prepared, we can develop it.
Yeah, sure. So for me, there's no separation or between the give economy and the DApp itself. For me, that's one whole thing. I understand, like from a development perspective, maybe you're looking at that maybe differently. But for me, or for the design in general, it's we have one holistic view of everything. So the give economy, .io, everything is like interconnected, integrated together. And so yeah. For that reason, I said that these parts are already designed and are ready for review, and you guys can start working on it. And also, like the give drop was ready like a week ago or even more, so that's also there. Not sure how far you've gone with that, but yeah, it's there.
Thank you. So we're just working on I assume that we can have the design of the IO projects, details of a project, donation, and also the profile section for 2 or 3 weeks later, that we can have Ramin and Mohammed and Matt are working on it.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, I just want to review our roadmap, so we confirm that, these are the priorities here. And let's move forward to, the renaming the project to campaign. I'm not pretty sure that we decided it or not. According to our last call, I think we decided not to change it. Let's campaign be the campaign, and let's the project be the project. But I'm not sure about I just want to need more discussion about it. So shall we keep that campaign word in trace? Thumbs up.
Sorry, what did you say?
Shall we keep the campaign wording on trace, or do we have to remove it? If you say that we have to, if you say that we have to keep it the campaign word, thumbs up.
Are you referring
what is the alternative?
Are you referring to changing it to projects? Like, is that the question, whether it would be campaign or project?
Yeah, there was a requirement from the com site. I think the Mia, and after that, Lauren and your teams. I'm not sure. That it's a little bit confusing for users. Is it a project? What's the project? What's a traceable project? What's the campaign? What's the difference between that? And this idea comes up that we have to change the wording campaign to project. So we have a project and we have a traceable project. Why we talk about campaigns? But in our last meeting, we talked about that the campaign has more meaning. It's not a project. It's a thing that you can delegate. You can have a money flow. And this idea, we didn't plan for changing that, because it has some backend side, and there was another objection that was another suggestion that we may keep the campaign word in project list. For example, if a project is a traceable, comes from trace, you can see that it's a project, and between the cars there is a campaign that and we have a process for making your project to a campaign, for example. All of these was ideas, but we didn't reach the conclusion, and I just want to have your comments.
Moni, can I talk? Just give a suggestion.
So, shall I poll it again, or do you have something to add or convince the others for changing?
Monique, you have muted Donna. She's talking.
Oh, yeah. Donna has a suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear you, Donna.
I have a suggestion, and it's really... And I have a suggestion, and my suggestion is that can you post the forum? I mean, because the comms team, the people who work with the software, they are having problem, and it is raised by them. Maybe they have some concerns that, for example, my individual suggestion, I say, okay, I prefer campaign, but they have really practical feedback. So I think if you post in a forum and get votes and get discussions going, we can decide better on which term to use, whether to project or remain as campaign. So that's my suggestion.
Okay. Who supports this idea? Thumbs up.
I can make a forum post. It won't be complicated. I can just explain. So the main argument for leaving this campaign is because campaign is more complexity. It has more complexity. So projects just doesn't cut it. And then the main argument for projects, or changing to projects, is because then it's like one word for both dApps. So I'll just put that in a forum, and I'll make a simple poll, and then I'll tag unicorns, and people can vote, and then we can just like put it to bed in a week.
The queen of proposals on the forum, aka Lauren.
Okay. So I may missed one of your agendas that you proposed at the check-ins. If you have something to add, please say it. I think Mitch have the agenda to contribute more on the front end. Mitch, I just assigned some projects, some cards to you. And we just have one issue that it's about changing the org team in about Giveth. About Giveth, the tab org team is a little bit old. I love to be there on my side. And if anyone take this issue, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think the only thing we need is a photo and your job title that you want to show up there.
Yeah. Shall I move that issue to give us planning board, or it's good to be heavy too?
You can leave it there because it'll be on the Giveth.io platform.
Mm-hmm. Would you please take it?
Sure.
Thank you. And we have a request from Danny that we discuss it in our daily meetings. The main problem about changing the slug and the name of the title of the projects, or even campaigns, or even traces, is the thing that the link is not working after that. If you change the title of a project or a trace or a campaign, the link is not working. So we discussed it that we can have several hyperlinks remained to one of existing, for example, instance of campaign, trace, or project, and it can be done. I think we can prioritize this to have it, in our future sprints, because it's not good to have a broken links, and just I think it's very clear. But if you have any objections or recommendations, it's welcome.
Kind of related, there are many issues to keep updated the content on the app, but most of that content is coming from the API of Contentful. I know that Kai had access to that. Not sure if anyone in comms has also access to that. I'm not sure if Willie. I think Willie also have it. Because, for example, the team members and many information is really outdated in there. So
I left them comments there and said it gives access to Ashley.
Okay.
I think Mitch can ask for Ashley for the access.
Which one?
Excuse me, I didn't get it.
The access for what?
Matto, what was that name?
Contentful.
Oh, I have access to that already. Like Kai has a thing posted there.
Okay, it's good. So, yeah, it's all we have right now. Do you have any more concerns, agenda, comments? We are on. We have Ramin on the front size, and yeah, we don't have Mohammed until the end of this week, until the next Monday, because he has a stuff finishing on trace and the support of the trace. And after that, we just have Mohammed, half or 2/3 of Mohammed for backend of the IO. But we have Ramin full. Ramin is during the days always ask me what card should I take. And I'm a little bit nervous about defining work for him. So it's appreciated. I think Ramin can start working with Mato on dashboard size, because it's our priority. Everyone voted for it. And I ask, please, Mato, please share your thoughts and your work with Ramin to have a work team together. And after that is done, we quickly go to redesign the IO with integration parts. Thank you, everybody. I don't have anything to add. If you have something, please let me know. So have a good time then.
Thank you, Monique. Great call.
Thank you.
Thank you.